listeners. In this session, we are going to learn further about Internet applications. Let's see the content of the session. They are Introduction to USENET, Organization of USENET articles, and Life cycle of an article. So, let's begin with Introduction to USENET. Once upon a time, the internet was mostly text. HTML existed, but it was interpreted by a text-based browser called links. If you wanted to check your email, you used an email client called Pine. You used protocols called Telnet to connect one computer to another, and if you wanted to have discussions or share files with others in a completely anonymous way, you used something called Usenet. So, basically, Usenet was a bulletin board system. They used a program called UUencode and UUdecode which would allow folks to translate binary files into text files and share them at will. This system has streamlined from the early days and no longer involves as much bloating of the binary's file size after it's been encoded in text. Eventually, Usenet became a vast repository of files of all kinds. Those included movies, television shows, apps, etc. Organization of Usenet articles. There exist several newsgroups distributed all around the world. These are identified using a hierarchical naming system in which each newsgroup is assigned a unique name that consists of alphabetic strings separated by periods. The leftmost portion of the name represents the top-level category of the newsgroup, followed by a subtopic. The subtopic can further be subdivided even if further needed. Moving forward, let's start organization of Usenet articles. For example, the newsgroup computer language C++ contains discussion on C++ language. The leftmost part COMP classifies the newsgroup as one that contains discussion of computer related topics. The second part identifies one of the subtopic lang that related to computer languages. The third part identifies one of the computer languages, in this case C++. Now let's see working of Usenet. Working of Usenet newsgroup. When a newsreader such as Outlook Express connects to a news server, it downloads all the new messages posted in the subscribed newsgroup. We can either reply a message after reading or post a news article to the news server. The article posted to a news server is appended to the file maintained for the news group. Then the news server shared article with other news servers that are connected to it. Then each news server compares if both carry the same news group. If yes, then by comparing the files, it checks that if there are any new articles in the file. If so, they are appended to the file. The updated file of the news servers is then sent to other news servers connected to it. This process continues until all of the news servers have updated information. Now, reading articles. If user wants to read article, user must connect to the news server using the newsreader. The newsreader will then display a list of newsgroups available on the news server where user can subscribe to any of the newsgroup. After subscription, the newsreader will automatically download articles from the newsgroup. Now, posting an article. In order to send new article to a news group, user first need to compose an article and specify the names of the news group to whom he or she wants to send. An article can be sent to one or more news group at a time provided all the news groups are on same news server. Now, replying an article. After reading the article, user can either post a reply to newsgroup or reply to sender by email. There are two options available, reply and reply group. Using reply, the reply mail will be sent to the author of the article while reply group will send a reply to whole of the news group. Now, cancelling an article. To cancel an article after it is sent, select the message and click message, then cancel message. It will cancel the message from the news server. But if someone has downloaded an article before cancellation, then that person will be able to read the article. Thank you.